It's not your looks, it's not your height, it's not your status, it's not your money, it's not your professional designation. You know what it is? The number one thing, the most powerful thing that actually attracts and puts an impression on anyone, and especially women, that is confidence. And that is why I am starting my Talk the Talk series, where I'm going to be bringing you videos which are from everyday life experiences as a radio jockey that I have experienced, mistakes that I have made, solutions that I have come up with. And you know what? Nobody will teach you that what really happens on the ground, in the court, on the job, in a life of a radio jockey. And that is why, with a lot of conviction and confidence, I can tell you that all these techniques of mine are really going to help you to become a confident speaker, a confident person. So dive into it. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Neeti here. I am a men's relationship coach, and I'm also your go-to girl who brings you every week inside information about girls, what they say, what they feel, and what they really think. So let's just get into it. Technique number 1. Now, this talking technique is called Tell Me More. Now, how do I use it, or I have been using it over the years, especially when you're trying to build the initial rapport. Now, if, for instance, there's a girl who is talking to you and you guys are like not very, very, very friendly. You're just like, okay. Now, if the girl says that, yeah, I went for a holiday, but I went to Assam. Now, to that, your reaction can be, oh, wow, you went to Assam. So firstly, when you say, oh wow, you went to Assam, that shows that you are evaluating what she just said and you are validating what she said by repeating it, okay? Now, the second thing that you say is that, oh, you know what? How was it? I don't know anything about Assam, and now that you've gone, you tell me, how was it? Because maybe based on your opinion and details that you give me, I might land up making a holiday plan and go to Assam. What tends to happen is that you're basically putting the other person in a space where you are giving them the opportunity to talk about their experience, to give you some sort of information. You're putting them in a space which is all knowledge based, and you're putting them also not a pedestal, but you are putting them in a little bit of a spotlight. Everybody loves spotlight when they want to talk about their own experiences and things that they did. So it's basically letting the other person feel that, wow, you know so much, or you know what, I would love to hear more. So this is how psychologically it plays, and everybody wants to feel a little important, because the idea of these talking techniques is to let the other person talk and you listen. That is one of the best ways of becoming a good communicator. Moving on to talking technique number 2. How did you feel and how do you manage? Now, these are two things in one particular talking technique. For example, now, whoever you're talking to, okay, the situation could be anything. Maybe it could be a co-worker talking about work goals and switching job and moving to another city, or it could be, some friend talking about, I went to so-and-so place, it was a restaurant and I had good local food. It could be a client talking about, these are the things that we plan to do in terms of work and our goals and our next thing, or these are our expectations, and to which you can really add on that, how do you feel about switching a job and moving to another city, and how do you manage so many things at the same time? A new job, a new city, settling down, a new environment. So the person starts to talk then. Or if the person's talking about a restaurant, for example, you can always say that, how did you feel having so much of food and yummy food? And how do you manage finding these places which are like so good and local places, and you have this kind of good foodie, wonderful experience? Or the same thing could apply to a conversation with your client. The idea is that you always put the other person in limelight, make the other person feel special, and make sure that the other person is talking more than you are talking. Like I said, a good communicator will always make sure that the other person is talking more, expressing more, and you are listening. Because what they are saying from that you are picking up points and then you are further jumping into the conversation and you're contributing to the conversation. आप उनके कोई point से अपना एक point उठाएंगे, उससे आगे बात को बढ़ाएंगे. सो आप सामने वाले को जितना मौका देंगे बोलने का, उतना ही अच्छे कम्युनिकेटर आप बनेंगे. एंड ऑफ कोर्स उन्हीं पॉइंट्स से, उन्हीं की डिटेल्स, उन्हीं की बातों से आगे बातें बनेंगी. एंड दिस इज़ वॉट वी कॉल थ्रेडिंग द कॉन्वर्सेशन. सो आई होप आप मेरी ये सारी छोटी छोटी चीज़ें ध्यान से सुन रहे हैं, बिकॉज दिस इज़ ऑल अ पार्ट ऑफ माई टॉक द टॉक सीरीज़. ऐसे बहुत सारे वीडियोज़ मैं आपके लिए लेके आऊँगी. एंड इफ़ यू फर्दर वॉन्ट टू लर्न मोर विथ मी, practice with me to become a confident speaker, to develop confidence in public, to work on your personality, to work on your grooming, your styling, your looks, and obviously on your relationship as well, then I am here. You can register for my 101 sessions as well. The link is in YouTube bio and Instagram bio as well. You can leave me a message on Instagram also saying a personal session, and I will get back to you. So now moving on to talking technique number 3 that will help you build that rapport with anybody. Now this talking technique is basically applied when you are talking to, let's say, 3-4 people, or you're talking to more people, all right? This is very impactful when you are trying to make your point very, very clear in front of others. See, anyway, all these talking techniques will always come in handy when your point of view or what you want to say is of immense clarity. It has to be very clear in your mind first for you to say it in a certain manner. So now I'm going to talk about the upward infliction and downward infliction. Now what does that mean? See, upward infliction mostly is when your pitch goes a little up. So what I mean, for example, upward infliction is when you're asking a question in a public speaking, or when you're talking to a couple of friends or generally colleagues, or making a presentation. So for example, if I have to say that, hey guys, is everyone ready now, because we have to be up and about in this meeting? Or if I have to say that, hey guys, is everyone has food, because now it's time for brainstorm session. So hey guys, da 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 da, it goes like that. That is a question that I'm throwing out, okay? Now I'm talking about downward infliction. Downward infliction, which means that your pitch has to go down. थोड़ी सी आपकी आवाज़ में आपकी जो pitch है, आवाज़ अलग होती है और पिच अलग होती है, ओके? सो पिच जो आपकी है वो थोड़ी सी नीचे जाती है, जैसे अभी मैंने बोला नीचे जाती है. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ओके, इफ़ आई से दैट गाइज आई फील इट्स अ ग्रेट आइडिया इफ़ वी ऑल पूल इन एंड वी प्लान अ ट्रिप टू, लेट्स से, इटली, बट वी रियली नीड टू गेट आवर पासपोर्ट्स इन प्लेस. पासपोर्ट्स इन प्लेस, डा 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 डा. नाउ डाउनवर्ड इन्फ्लिक्शन में हमेशा दिमाग में एक चीज़ रखिए, कीप इट इन योर माइंड दैट देयर इज़ अ फुल स्टॉप. So whenever there is a full stop, you automatically take a 1-second pause and then start your next sentence. So downward infliction जब आपकी pitch low होती है, वो normal talking में होती है, normal sentence में होती है. जैसे अभी मैंने बोला, sentence में होती है. Take a pause for a second, because जैसे हम लिखते हैं ना books में, the way we write in our books, we write and then we put a full stop and then we start another sentence. This is exactly like that. So upward infliction works in asking a question in front of people. Downward infliction will always make that impact that what you're saying is of importance and what you're saying is very clearly conveyed to everyone else. Okay, now see, this is exactly what I did, everyone else, and then I took a pause. Okay, moving on to talking technique, which is very impactful again when you're meeting anybody, let's say your boss, or it could be any colleague, it could be actually a girl as well. Being assertive is a very good talking technique. Now you're going to be wondering that, I've said that so many times in my videos also, but if you notice, when I'm talking to you, I'm relaxed. I am not rushing with my conversation. I'm not rushing with my sentences. Sometimes when I get overexcited to tell you something, maybe I do. I speed up a little bit. But normally, if you see, the way I explain things to you is with a complete calmness, and I'm relaxed. And that is because I am very clear of my point of view, and I want to convey that point of view to you, and I want to convince you that my point of view is going to be good for you. That is what is being assertive. It's basically you stand up for your point of view and you want to convey it to the other person with complete clarity, no ambiguity, no confusion from your side. So the other person actually starts to think that, you know what, this person comes from a space of knowledge, experience, knows it, so I might as well listen to him or her. All right. So now, did you see in my conversation also, मेरी pitch, I lower the pitch, नीचे जा रही है, then I take a second pause and then I start the other sentence. So see, these talking techniques are a part of my system. I've been practicing it for almost 20 years now, you know, and being a radio jockey obviously helps, but this is what I want. I want to make all of you a radio jockey in everyday life of yours. All right, so become a confident speaker, a confident talker, somebody who can really put an impression. So this is a part, this video is also a part of my Talk the Talk series. Listen to all the techniques carefully. Now, being assertive, a man who is very calm and composed in his entire mannerism, in your entire body language, your facial expressions, your hand movements, the way you're talking, the speed of your words, the pace also, all that matters. You're relaxed, so you are a little slow. Now, the slow doesn't mean very slow. Slow means the calm, composed, relaxed slow. That is what I'm trying to say. And that brings out the natural confidence that you have. Because, you know, you can prepare for your speech and you can prepare points and you can, prepare all the thoughts that you have to talk in front of a few people, or maybe, present something at office, or maybe even talking to a girl. But if you apply all these techniques in your everyday life, you will see a change. All right, so I hope somewhere this video has helped you. If you want more hand holding, if you want to transform yourself as far as your confidence, personality, public speaking, your styling, your grooming, everything is concerned, come on my 101 session and register. Link is in YouTube bio, it's in Instagram bio. If you you can also message me on Instagram just by saying personal session, and that's it. I will reply and I will get in touch with you. Okay, so I'm going to see you very soon, and stay tuned and help me grow this channel. Subscribe to the channel, click on the hype button please, because it helps me to grow this particular video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.